I've said it in my previous video, I've said it from day one, and I'll say it again. The number one agenda for the New World Order is to have a police state throughout the world. Here it is. Because of a supposed incident in Manchester where one guy decides to blow himself up. Army to be involved in domestic security. There it is, folks. That's what I said. You won't have cops anymore. You're going to have these blokes around everywhere. The army with machine guns. You're going to be walking past these blokes all the time. Everywhere you go. The threat level has been raised to critical by M15's Counter-Terrorism Analysis Centre. Critical. Because of one incident. Because one guy decides to blow up himself. Even though it was fake. 100% fake. There was no one blowing themselves up. There was no bomb. If there was, the guy would have blown himself up in the middle of the theatre and killed hundreds. No, but it did in the foyer when the show was over. So people could hear it through the speakers. But because of that incident, it's critical. Critical. Can you imagine all the people now in England? The gullible sheep. 99% of them who are too scared to go outside now. Too scared to go outside. They're going to be looking at their backs all the time wherever they go. When they see a suspicious package. Where they see a thrown away bag of McDonald's. They're going to think it's going to be suspicious. Everything is they're going to be on tender hooks. And that's what it's come to. And it's not only going to be in the UK. It'll be in Australia soon. Guaranteed. It'll be everywhere. It'll be everywhere. And people are just going to live a life of fear. And that's what the psychopaths want. They want us to live in fear. Because that's how they control you. This means the security arrangements known as temporary come into play, whereby the army take over from the police in guarding and protecting sensitive places, freeing up the police to be more visible and active on the streets. Now, freeing up the police so they could do more drug running. That's what that's about. Supposedly we, the public, will not notice the change, other than that we won't notice the fucking change. Having this on every street corner, we won't notice the change. You won't see police cars, normal, police cars. You'll have fucking these military tanks that driving around. Won't notice the change. Fucking what a joke. Supposedly, we, the public, will not notice a change, other than that the police will be more conspicuous. The police won't be more conspicuous. These fuckers will be. The order followers. The reason for the change is that the security services cannot be certain that the terrorist who committed the Manchester atrocity, Salman Abedi, was unconnected to a wider dangerous network of ISIS terrorists. The upgrading of the terrorist risk assessment to the highest level has been announced by the Prime Minister, though the decision to do so was not taken by her or the Cobra committee she has just chaired. Yeah. They just happen to have that Westminster Bridge bullshit followed by this. That'll just top it up. Yep, no worries. All of England will accept this. No worries, we want to be safe from these terrorists. We don't mind having these guys walking with machine guns around children at schools, you know. Imagine what children will be thinking having these fucking things around at schools and in places in the city, on wherever they go, you know, movie cinemas, shopping centres, you name it. You're going to have these fuckers with machine guns everywhere. That's what the world's going to be like, folks. And I'm sad to say, I mean, you deserve it. The world fucking deserves this shit because they are too blind to fucking see that this is all freaking stage bullshit. One event after the other. All stage garbage. You know, as yet we've seen no footage of the bomb going off in the foyer. Why not? If there's going to be any cameras anywhere, it'd be in the freaking foyer. Well, we won't see it because it didn't freaking happen. And they're trying to tell us that there were so many children injured, taken to hospital that were in the foyer area. Bull fucking shit. Like I said from the start, if it was a real terrorist, he wouldn't have fucked around and waited for the show to end in the foyer. He would have gone inside and done the job. And like I said, it'll never happen because actual people would actually see, would have to see people being maimed and killed in a bomb blast. But when there's no bomb, just make a pretend sound through the speakers when the show's over. No worries. And have a few idiots, make a bit of noise and scream. Yeah, there was no need for any screaming for these people in the arena. Like the guy announcing on the PA system, there's no need for screaming because he clearly said there was nothing to fear. But we had those idiots making a noise, stirring trouble up, panic, panic, panic. There was no need for people to jump over and run over it, jump over and trample each other, as witnesses have said. Just get out of the place. There was no bomb that went off in the friggin' arena. But yeah, they made sure they filmed this. They made sure they showed people, jumping from the side, fucking screaming, to make it look like it was panic, panic, panic. But I guarantee you, what they don't show is 95% of the arena. No one was panicking. No one was panicking at all. But anyway, I'm sick of this garbage. I'm not looking forward. I just wonder what the next one is and where it'll be. There's guaranteed there'll be one soon somewhere else. Who knows? Let's make a wild guess, hey? I'm going to guess it'll be. I reckon it might be the Netherlands, Holland, whatever you want to call it. That hasn't been fucked around. That'll be my guess. The Netherlands, Holland. All right, see how I go.